Hello friends, welcome back to 70 by 70. Today we are in Ethiopia and it's going to be an intriguing day for us. We are going to visit a heritage site which claims to be more than 3000 years old. Come on, let's explore. We are nearing the church of Yeha, one of the heritage sites in Tigray region. When you enter the village of Yeha, its stone houses and dusty roads, it seems hard to believe that this was one of the major cities of the region. The Hades of Yeha lie more than 2000 years ago, and a lot has happened since. It even predates the Oxumite Empire when Yeha was the capital of Damot Empire, which comprised of part of Ethiopia and part of Yemen in Arabian Peninsula. By the time Oxum achieved its climax, Yeha had already declined and probably looked much the way it looks nowadays. The site preserves two complex monumental buildings known as the Grand Temple of Yeha and also the Palace of Great Baal Gebari, which is much older than the temple. It is still not clear what this temple was initially built for, though it is thought that the Sabaean civilization built it for their pagan faith and a deity named Ilmuka, which dates back to around 700 BC to the reign of Damot, the region which spread all over northern Ethiopia to Yemen in southern Arabia.
Okay,
Yeah.
welcome to Yeha, and my name is Hawas.
Hawas.
Yeah. So now we are going to see the oldest building in Ethiopia is calling Great Temple of Yeha, and that temple it is the oldest religious center in Ethiopia, even in sub-Saharan African continent. Is that temple, and that temple is now a day under maintenance or under restoration by the German archaeologists since 2009. Because of some parting of the building, there is cracking or thinking, and they can feel some epoxy for the gaps, but still is original. The Amat Kingdom, Damat. So this place was the center for the kingdom of Damat, and Damat means it was big kingdom, and it was also pre-Aksumite civilization. And these places they can prefer from other places because of strategic location. Because of where the strategic location when you see it's surrounded by the mountain, and then so it's nice for agriculture and also for nice with the fertility. There's a graveyard.
After paying your entrance fee and going through a gate, you have to cross a small cemetery before reaching the ancient temple of Yeha. This is the oldest still standing construction of the country and it looks very solid indeed. The blocks of stone that perfectly fit on each other and that have held the building for so many centuries without any mortar gives a very sturdy impression. Inside the ruins, there is a pool which was used for giving sacrifices to the moon god.
High, 14-meter high, but this temple also it is with the dry technique machinery without any trace of mortar. There is nothing to fix it one to the other. And the building of the stones also it is not local, it's not from this area. They can transport it from other places maybe because of here places is metamorphic and basalt rocks here, not limestone and sandstone. Okay. But we have some sandstones from far from here, and just around 7 kilometers far from here. But this is limestone.
I am touching a stone which is almost 3000 years old. I am impressed.
I'm lucky to see.
This is a natural formation appearing to be like a lion. So they call it Lion of Judah. And now this is a graveyard for local people. In the 6th century, Abba Afse, one of the so-called nine saints, founded a monastery in Yeha. Unfortunately, the church was closed.
This is the monastery.
Yeah, the monastery of Saint Afte. Saint mean one from the nine Ethiopian saints calling Abba Afte.
But at the same time, we were allowed to visit the small and a charming museum which was adjacent to the church building.
This seems to be some kind of a museum where some artifacts are kept.
This is a small museum where they have kept all those slabs that were found with inscriptions and they preserve it here. You can see some Sabian period inscriptions which they claim to be 3000 years old.
So these Sabian inscriptions also, when after immigrated the Semitic people, when around 15th century BC, they are produced here.
It also seems to be a period when they started moving from vocal to writing, and they have started writing scripts. Especially their scripts were like snake, starting from right to left and from left to right and again from right to left. Wow, it's something unique.
We are on our way to the palace.
Even though they call it a palace, it seems it was the oldest construction in Ethiopia that was found out by these archaeologists. This earliest architecture in Yeha is located at a place known as Palace Great Bel Gabri. It is just a walkable distance from the temple of Yeha through a dusty road, and it was constructed from 8th to 7th century BC. Even though it is called a palace, the structure was once a castle of approximately 2500 square meters, and it is recognized for its unique square segmented solid columns. The entrance was from the front. It had a raised platform which was about 4 meters high, but the platform was made from volcanic rock. It also had 6 pillars. These pillars have been preserved, but the stairs that led to the entrance have been lost, although some small ruins still exist.
This palace is supposed to be older than the temple that we saw.
At the back of the entrance, there is an enormous gate with a narrow opening. Penetrating them were wooden beams. These beams had strong evidence in providing the time of this construction. The radiocarbon dating of these wooden beams dates to 8th to 6th century BC as claimed. It was an amazing feeling to stand in a building which was constructed almost 3000 years ago. Don't you think so? We have lot more places like this in Ethiopia to see in our future episodes. I'm sure you like this video, and if so, why don't you just like it, subscribe it and share it. Thanks for watching.